We'll wait a little bit. See what we got going on here. This is light. This is actually extra light, to be truthful. This is extra light. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get y'all's money off. I think people don't even know I was going live today. I was just chilling. I don't even know if they can hear me or whatever. But this light. Let me just check and make sure everything good on my end. Making sure I got what I need to go. Yeah. See what we're going to get to. I'm going to tell you what, these Cleveland Browns, though, we're going to talk about these Browns real quick. We're going to talk about these Cleveland Browns right fast. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a part, let me get my chat up. Oh, we deep already. We deep already. You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? What up, bro? How y'all living? Yeah. We working. You know what I'm saying? I had to jump on here real quick. Talking about these fellas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's a lot of people, man. Yeah. I thought y'all was asleep. Y'all wasn't asleep? Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Y'all like that? Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you what. Listen, I was going to I let a lot of people chill. I was going to let y'all chill. I let y'all get y'all's money off. I let y'all do your thing. It was quite time for me to jump on into this thing and talk about these free agents. Man, these Cleveland Browns, whoo! These Cleveland Browns and these free agents, boy, I tell you what. I was just on the radio last week. Talking about what Andrew Berry need to be doing. And let me tell you something. Andrew Berry done snuck up and upgraded the whole doggone team. He done snuck up and upgraded the whole package. Listen. As a matter of fact, hold on, man. Already. William Wise, I can't get in here 2 seconds, and my man is already showing me love on the super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. Super chat is always now available on YouTube, but you can definitely donate. Check out the website, gbush.live. People been asking me about the merchandise. People have been saying, yo, where can I get a barbershop t-shirt? Where can I get a hat? Where can I get all of that? You can go right to gbush.live. You can donate. You can donate a tip. You can do whatever you want to there. You can take all different types of credit, all different types of anything if you want to support the show. I appreciate every single person that is able to support the show because I'm really, really ready to start kicking out this content, man. I've been going for a little piece of time, but as you can see, we've been working. We've been upgrading, man. I got some great things coming. I want to let everybody also know we got the VIP hotline coming too. So the VIP hotline is going to give you guys an opportunity to collaborate with me on some topics. Coming up on this weekend, we're going to have some VIPs that come through and we're going to show y'all how it's done. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get an opportunity to interact with each of you guys on the hotline, and we're going to do it like we do it like at the radio show. We'll give you an opportunity to talk about some of the things. We might even interview people. We're going to get your voice and your opinions on certain things. So we're going to be offering different things, different memberships and different things, interacting with the community. As soon as this pandemic is over, man, I would love to get together, whether it be something where, people that are members of the channel can get out in the community, talk, whether it's just we can parlay and do stuff in a park or a barbershop or wherever the case may be, and just touch base and talk and congregate, man. So those are the things I want to do going forward. But just definitely touch down on gbush.live. If you want to support the show and you want to support, you can do it there. And the merchandise is available with that at gbush.live, merchandise. Let's get back. Let me tell you something. Appreciate you, my man. Andrew Berry is killing it. Thank you, William Wise, for the super chat. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to it now. Andrew Berry he was up against it a little bit. I came out and was telling people. I came out and was saying, look, Dorsey, look who we brought to the table. Dorsey bought Chubb. He drafted Baker when nobody even wanted Baker or thought about it. He made the trade that changed the game plan for the Cleveland Browns in terms of going to get Jarvis Landry. That changed the whole complexion of the squad. And then he went out and got OBJ on top of that. Look at the splashes that he made to get you where you are today. I made the analogy that when you look at it, Dorsey got us a starter house. Everybody know what the starter house is. A starter house is a house that you got, you grow in it. You saw your kids, take their first steps in it. There's a lot of different things as far as the starter house. You may have put the back pool in it back there. You may put a lot of money into it. You got your basketball hoop back there. You got a lot of great memories. All your Christmases there. But it come a point in time when you've outgrown that house. That house is just a starter house. Maybe you got kids that's looking to go to college, or maybe you have a new addition to the family. You can't just stay in that house forever. And yes, you could put up another car garage. And yes, you could try to do some renovations to the roof and different things. But pretty soon you just outgrowing the neighborhood. The market value of the house is not going to keep its value. You sinking your good money into a house that you're not going to have. Rosie B, I appreciate you. Appreciate you on the super chat. Appreciate you. Facts, as always. Thank you, my G. Michael T, thank you so much. John Johnson III is going to be awesome in the orange and brown. Yes, he is. So Andrew Berry came back. Wait till we're going to get to that, Mike T. When Andrew Berry came back, he had a little pressure on him because Dorsey got us in that starter home. Then it was Berry to make the home of our dreams. You know that home of your dreams where you got them 3 bathrooms. The man cave is decked out. You ain't got to touch nothing. The speakers in the surround sound is ready to go. You got it. Neighborhood is plush. You can entertain. Got the deck on the back. See, now that's what the Cleveland Browns, that's where they are right now. Cleveland Browns need to get in a family house. They need to get in that house moving forward. And for me, I didn't know if Berry was going to be able to do it. But listen here. He waited everybody out. He waited everybody out. I was looking around and was like, dang, J.J. Watt gone. Man, Von Miller signed back. Man, all these other dudes is going back to their squads. And then he pulls John Johnson out of the bag. My man Todd Stein, thank you. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you, my G. I appreciate you. Definitely. Appreciate you. As always. I'll tell you what. John Johnson, this is why this pick is pivotal. Understand it. Understand it. I like what I see too, Todd. William Wise, once again, appreciate the super chat. Coverage causes sacks. Can you imagine what they're going to be able to do in that backfield, back in the back end? Think about it like this. John Johnson was one of only corner to grade above 80% in his coverage as well as tackling inside of the box. One of them. This man is one of the guys that can cover tight ends, can cover over the middle, and still come down and make plays. That's what John Johnson is capable of doing. Hey, Ellis in Orlando, I'll tell you what. I would not be surprised. If they can go ahead and get a Dory Jackson. You meaning to tell me we got Troy Hill? We ski mask Troy Hill. They slept on that move, slept on it. And we got him for peanuts. We got him for a bag of peanuts and 2 inflatable rafts. We just upgraded the most difficult position on the field to obtain. Not only that, we talked about the fact that we needed Greedy Williams all last year, right? We talked about that fact, right? We talked about how Greedy Williams hurt us last year by not being in that mix. Understand this. Greedy Williams, that's a icing on the cake if he come back. If Greedy Williams turns out to be anything, we good. If he turned out to be anything, we good. We ain't looking for that. When I saw that, I said, okay, now watch this too. What we got? I expect. Hey, shout out to sports and politics, man. By the way, before we get into the Takk McKinley, because I seen a lot of people not understanding what was going there. A lot of people didn't understand what that was. We're going to have to break that down too. But before we do, shout out to sports and politics, by the way. We are streaming live on all platforms. We on Twitter. We are on the Barbershop fan page. If you don't, please go ahead and just search the Barbershop and you can go ahead and get that. We are on G Bush's personal page on Facebook. Shout out to all my G's on YouTube. We stream in there too. By the way, G Bush is on Twitch as well. We are everywhere. We everywhere right now. Tell your favorite guys they better do something. And tomorrow, catch me. Tomorrow, 7 to midnight on 92.3 The Fan. 7 to midnight. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve tomorrow. 7 to midnight. Linda Mayo, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Y'all be supporting the hell out of me, man. Support. I appreciate that. I'll tell you what. One thing nobody is talking about, and I'm going to give you this little wrinkle right now. I'm going to give it to you right now. When you see what they are going to be able to do with this coverage, Harrison, Delpit, and John, come on, man. You know what they're going to be able to do with that? I'm telling you right now, one of those guys, either Harrison or Delpit, will be playing the linebacker position in the sub package as a nickel. I'm letting you know right now. Devastating. covering tight ends, covering slot receivers right now. Understand that that's going to happen. Understand that that's a thing right now. We went from Sendejo to having one of the best secondaries on paper, one of the most versatile secondaries on paper. I'll tell you what, man. It ain't a weak link. It ain't hey, Mike T. It ain't a weak link in that secondary. He ain't It ain't a weak link. Now let me get to this. Let's get to this too. Before I get to, because I think Takk, to me, just by playing the defensive end position, I think Takk, to me, could be the steal of the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why in a couple moments. I'm gonna tell you why in a couple minutes. When you look at this thing, I'm gonna be honest with you. One thing that I commend Barry for doing, multi-arch, man, I appreciate you for the super chat. Use this to buy some eyebrows. Love your content. Hold on. I got some eyebrows up in here. Let me see. I got a couple waves too. Stop playing with me. Hold on. I got a couple eyebrows. Man, I got a couple eyebrows. Stop playing around. Shout out to my man. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Where we at? We up to 121 people live right now. We up to 121 people live right now. That's a blessing. 121 live at 10:40 at night. Y'all got to go to work tomorrow, but that's how cold the Browns is. That's how cold the Browns is. We could just roll over and go ahead and hit the play button. That's what the Browns do. Mr. Deacon Experience, thanks for showing love. Let's get Ryan Kerrigan. Hey, I appreciate the super chat, King. We can get that too. We got to get a depth piece too. We got to get the depth. We can get that depth piece. I'm going to tell you what I love. I'm going to tell you what I love about what the Browns have done also. The shrewd business move of not only bringing back Malcom Smith, not only bringing back Hollywood Higgins, but also picking up the option in David Njoku. Do you understand? See, we caught some people. We caught a few people with those moves because we got continuity back in that receiving core now. We got all top 5 of our receivers back. Let me repeat it again. All top 5 receivers is coming back. We got our top 3 tight ends coming back. All in the system. All of them. And you got guys that are in a contract year. So you know you're going to get the most out of Njoku. You know you're going to get out of Hollywood Higgins. And Malcom Smith is going to play like night and day from what he played last year just by the ability for guys to cover. And we got a quarterback. So when you look at what we've done, we've not only solidified and got what we needed to get in free agency, we've also kept our guys in the fold. See, it's a lot of teams that didn't keep their guys in the fold. One of those teams is the team we lost to, and we had them and we let them off the hook in my Denny Green voice. We had them and we let them off the hook. If you want to crown them, crown them. I'll tell you what. Kansas City Chiefs, boy. I got some Chiefs fans out here. I got Chiefs fans all around. I like them. I always affectionately say the Kansas City Chiefs is like a second home because the Kansas City Chiefs got a real great fan base. I'm a fan of any team that got good fan bases besides the Ravens and the Steelers. Y'all got good fan base. We don't care. But I'm going to tell you what. The Kansas City Chiefs losing both of their tackles. Wow. You just lost your tackles. Wow. How much did the Rams not have no money? Let's play a game in the chat. How many dollars how many dollars did the Rams have? Put how much cap space did they have in the chat, man? I think the Rams had like $15 cap space. William Wise, man, you too kind, my G. Appreciate you. Steelers might be third best in the division now. Oh no. Oh, Steelers is, yeah, that's a guarantee. Bud Dupree's gone. You see the way they played after Bud Dupree. You saw what that was. Connor might walk. You know, you got Villanueva. I don't even know if he went somewhere else. I don't understand it. $5 tops. $5 whole. $5 foot longs. You couldn't get a foot long. The Rams had no money. Y'all might want to donate to them. Because we got half their starting secondary on our squad. Shout out to people out here. Restream is showing love. Let's put that out here. Congratulations. We received 100 messages today in the chat. We've received 100 messages in the chat. I appreciate it. Hey, you guys, I appreciate that. All you other radio hosts, y'all might want to get on your job, bro. You might want to get out here, man. You might want to get out here, dog. You know, hey, we out here late. Let's get to the Sports and Politics says 0.9 in cryptocurrency. Chris Barker says Rams had $2.50 in food stamps. Woo! Y'all know what that's about. Rams had no bread. They had no money. They must have paid Matt Stafford. They must have paid Matt Stafford. DJ, who that in the building? Salute. They must have paid Matt Stafford and Venmo coins or whatever the hell that he got paid, but they ain't got no money. They ain't got no bread. None. They had zero. I'll tell you this. I kind of teased this a moment ago. One of the biggest free agent signings that the Browns have an opportunity to get is Takk McKinley. Takk McKinley. Let me tell you why. I was waiting on somebody to get to that. I was waiting on somebody to go ahead and say, oh, well, his production's down, G. Bush. He wasn't a good sack guy. He only had like 17 and a half sacks. And listen, it's not about all the time you getting sacks. Sometimes it's about production. Sometimes it's about your hurries. Sometimes they pay Stafford in Shake Shack coupons. Y'all silly, bro. Y'all silly. Hey, man, listen. They might be eligible for the stimulus package. Let me find out Sean McVay got a stimulus check. Let me find out, my G. Hey, my man, Moose, listen, let me show you something, man. Moose, I want to thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Oh, boy. Oh, man, I appreciate you, my man, Moose. That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. I want to thank you for supporting the barbershop and G Bush Live. I want to thank y'all for that. Rosie B, as always, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys humble me so much. Here's why Takk McKinley is going to be a guy who we can hang our hat on. This guy has freakish athletic ability. Now, as a defensive end, one of the things that you want to see is quick twitch. There's a couple body types. There's a couple body types in terms of what you can do. There's a couple body types when you're talking about defensive end. You have the Reggie White type, you have the Lawrence Taylor type, and then you have the Michael Strahan type, which is kind of a mix between the both. For me, I would prefer one of my defensive ends to be a Strahan type and the other defensive end to be more of a hybrid type. Because it's hard to get a Reggie White. Reggie White he was different. But when you look at Takk McKinley, go back, do yourself a favor, go back and watch them UCLA highlight tapes. He plays angry. He plays aggressive. He plays relentless. He plays with fire. And more than anything, he going to get double. More than anything, he singled the whole time. He singled up. He singled up like he got a dating profile. He on Christian Mingle, blackpeoplemeet.com. He single as heck. He on Plenty of Fish. He on OkCupid. Come on. Takk McKinley is going to be singled up all day and every day. If you can't get home on the other side of Myles Garrett, you might as well just go ahead and lay it down. Takk McKinley can do that. One of the things I look at is what Kevin Stefanski say. He's a very mild man, very mild-mannered type guy. One of the things that he says, he's an athlete that I think he has tremendous upside. And I was like, I do too. I was thinking people was talking about, hey, man, we don't really necessarily know what he's going to give you. We're kicking the tires on him. I said, no, he's a starter. No, he's starting. I'm confused why y'all we not kicking no tires. He on Tinder and Bumble. By the way, man, Bumble, listen, that you may think it's wrong. Bumble is a much better experience than Tinder. Way better. Bumble, that's definitely a joint out there, right? I want to shout out to everybody in the joint, man. Listen, we was up over 150 people in the joint. 150 people watching live. That's just, once again, I keep saying it. 150 on the Browns. Because it ain't about me. It's not about me. It's about what this team can do. I said, I wasn't even going to go live, right? I've been playing around with this stream for about 6 weeks. I can't get my mic right. I'm like, this is unacceptable. I wasn't even going to go live tonight. But when they got Troy Hill, I said, oh, no. Nope. Go ahead, put you a fit on, bro. Go ahead and get ready. Go ahead and get ready. Because now we can talk. Before, there was a lot of things up in the air. And I ain't going to keep y'all too long. I'm wasting it. I'm giving a lot. I got 5 hours tomorrow. 5 hours tomorrow. I don't want to give you too much. But what I will say is this. I'm going to tell you this. Before, there may have been some conjecture about whether or not that the Cleveland Browns were in this thing. There may have been some naysayers. They may have thinking, there may be some people that's just like, the Browns. They're just happy-go-lucky. Listen, no. No. We all the way in here now. Man, that's a shout out to, man, that's a blessing. That's a blessing, man. Shout out to Keisha Warren. Appreciate it, Queen. Appreciate it. I've been knowing Keisha Warren since I was like 5. She used to clown me, push me down the stairs. By the time you made up for that, Keisha, you made up for it. We can now be friends. Now playing with you. So I will say this. We in here fully loaded and ready to go. The Browns are something to be reckoned with. Browns are here. These 3 moves, and by the way, we might not be done. A couple people in the chat, Adoree Jackson. A couple people in the chat mentioned some defensive ends. A couple people in the chat talked about we can get a defensive tackle. Do you think it's another linebacker? I'll tell you what. These are all things that we can do to continue to upgrade on this team, to continue to make them moves. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm very impressed. I'm very pleasantly suppressed or impressed with what Andrew Berry did. He did it like a stone cold assassin. Stone cold assassin. Oh, the Bears releasing Fuller? Oh, for real? It's a lot of teams out there with no money. Hey, man, I'll donate. Hey, there's a lot of people. Cats got that stimulus. Cats got the stimulus. I don't know if they didn't get the memo. Y'all didn't get the memo? I guess these other teams didn't get no stimulus money. You know? I mean, everybody got money right now. Everybody got a little bit of money. I was working at my other job. I went to work today. Was like, what? Where everybody at? I looked around. I said, oh, Lord. Biden with them doggone stimulus checks. About 6.5 people at work. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to catch y'all when it run out, though. I'm going to catch you when it run out. Listen, y'all better be back at work. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing around, bro. But I'll tell you what, though, man. I'll tell you what. We got ready to go. Before we leave up out of here, I want y'all to put in the chat. We're going to do a quick rapid fire. You know how I like to do. I want to do a rapid fire. I want to go through who you want to see. I want to go rapid fire everywhere. If you on YouTube, if you on Facebook, if you on Twitter, if you on Twitch, anywhere you at, I want to do a quick rapid fire, and I'm going to read off who you want the Browns to go ahead and cap this free agency off with. Let's start off with my man Theon Harris. Browns should draft the best available players in the draft. That's we right where we want to be at. Mikey Jr. says Ravens Collins, linebacker from Tulsa, is available at 26. Browns have to take him. My man ZW Visuals 1 says Fuller or Clowney. We can get Clowney on that bottom of the barrel deal. He ain't had 1 sack last year. We can get him for a bag of popcorn and 2 pairs of cleats. We might get him. Bears is tripping on the quarterback move. Totally agree. Stephen Clifford says, I agree with Clowney. Mr. Deacon Experience channel. Make sure y'all go check out that as well. He got a podcast that I salute. Shout out to him. Make sure you go check him out. Mr. Deacon, I appreciate you. Ryan Kerrigan, like that. Spencer says a solid D tackle or linebacker to 26. Pork Frog says Clowney good on the run. Listen, as long as he wanted 15 to 17 the last time, he ain't getting 15 to 17. We can get him for cheap. My man Brandon on Facebook says, I want Hunter from Minnesota. Just came off injury too. Just came off an injury. Andy on Twitter says, how about Dunlap? I just heard Albert Breer talking about Dunlap. I would love to get him. I love that. Mike on Twitter says, kicker. I'm loving the kicker. By the way, Seibert is out of here, and we got the kid from last year that's back. We do need a kicker. L.A. Brodus says, bring in a solid D tackle. I'll tell you what, Sheldon Richardson, he can get $13 million. That was a wrap. Wrap. My man, Cleveland, BC, I think that's BCL. Yeah, BCL says, I was hoping we go after Clay Matthews last year because his dad of Ring of Honor, but oh well. I hear you, my man. Trade for Von Miller. Theon Harris says, trade for Von Miller. You know, they just signed him. They told them they was gonna bring him back. So I don't know if they're gonna trade him after they brought him back for the year. And then head honcho 9 says Carlos Dunlap wants to bring them in, wants to bring that back. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. I wanna thank every single person for coming in here. One more. Darko Petrovic says Jarrell Casey. I love Casey. Casey or Clowney seems to be the prevailing thoughts. Prevailing thoughts. Don't forget, Stephen Clifford, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. You guys are way too nice for supporting the show. Brandon says Kyle Fuller. Again, Kyle Fuller is the hottest dude in the game. I will say this. If you want to catch up to this joint, Melvin Ingram is available. Jeremy, what? You got to call me, bro. Call me, bro. If Melvin Ingram available. What? Here's what I'm going to say. I want everybody to check out G Bush Live. We're going to do G Bush Live. We're going to start doing that every Saturday. So, you know, I got my radio show on Saturday. I'm going to start doing G Bush Live sometime on Saturday after my radio show. So please check out, support G Bush Live. As always, if you want to donate to the show, if you want to sign up for a membership, we will have memberships coming out. If you want to be, and I already said this as well, I'm going to throw this out too. If you want to be a part of the show, if you want to be on the show, right? You want to get in on the VIP conversation with X's and O's with the Everyday Joes. That's what I like to call it. Please email me. DM me on DM me. You can DM me on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Just search Garrett Bush, or you could go on Twitter and DM me as well. Leave me your email. And then we'll have you part of the show, and we could do some fan interaction on here as well. So please do that. Also, catch G Bush Live. And if you're interested in the merchandise, search it at www.gbush.live. gbush.live is where you can find everything. My YouTube videos are there. My content, my merchandise is there. You can support the show through tipping. That's there. You can sign up for a membership. That's all there. All these things are here. And please keep it locked. I got 2 great interviews coming up with some guys that you probably know you don't want to miss them coming up next week. So I want to thank you guys all for showing me love. I want to thank you for the support. And as always, catch me tomorrow. What is it? 8 to midnight? 7 to midnight. Saturday, 10 to 12. As always, man, it's G Bush signing off. Peace. Mima. Oh, boy.